Let me reintroduce myself. Yes. I'm Janae.
I'm Les, and let's please welcome our featured co-host, Fern.
Hi, Fern.
Everyone say hey for season 3. Welcome. How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. How was your summer?
Summer was awesome.
Yeah. One greatest thing that happened to you this summer.
85th birthday for my great-grandfather.
Nice.
All of the family went to Disney World. It was
lovely.
A ball.
Good stuff. What about you, Janae?
Oh man, I went to the dam.
The who?
The dam? I went to Amsterdam this summer and I got to see the red light district.
Did you now?
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I think that's a conversation.
I see why they call it.
Yeah, I think that's a conversation for off air. I don't think we could have that conversation now.
Oh, it's so much fun. There's so many things to see, guys.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Like Fern, I had an opportunity to spend time with family. It was about 39 of us on a Carnival cruise.
Nice.
Fabulous. But here's the thing. It's a little bit bittersweet because we visited destinations like Turks and Caicos, Puerto Rico, St. Martin, St. Kitts, and if you all know the reason why I say bittersweet, right? Literally about 3 weeks before Hurricane Irma came and devastated those islands.
That's right.
It's heartbreaking.
So you got to see it at its prime, and now
like I'm standing there on the top deck taking these selfies with the mountain in the background, and it's just so, it broke my heart.
If I was on any of those islands, I would have definitely pulled Miss Johnson.
I'm telling you, right?
I think so.
Is it too soon?
No.
Okay.
I think we can all agree everybody probably would have done the flee to Canada if you could, because surely by now you must be out there familiar with the story of the Johnsons from New Providence, who somehow managed to, I do believe they got a GoFundMe account. I don't know, that's so,
but they're so 21st century and I love it.
But to ladies, if it was a Cat 5 coming to your country with
you
wooden homes, I think I will pull a Johnson.
The thing is, do they live in a wooden home? Do we know?
If they're in Nassau, probably.
I think, honestly, the biggest issue about the whole bit was the fact that Bahamians, we raked them over the coals, y'all. Like, social media went to a whole other level. And I do believe that the sister of Mrs. Johnson herself, expressed her disappointment to local media in the way in which Bahamians carried on.
But at the end of the day, the whole issue was that they used their life savings.
Yeah, that's what the story said.
I mean,
I think, you know what I think it is?
Potatoes, so what? They're in Canada, and guess what? They got so much amenities up there that we don't have right now. We're not going to be jealous.
I think maybe the biggest issue was just that, to me, the story just seems to have so many holes and twists. We don't really know the truth.
It really does.
So what do you think about this new BPL deal, guys?
Well, which deal are you talking about? The deal where we are now discovering all of the money that was spent on a former CEO and all of these elite lists, as it's been deemed. Well, I'll tell you this much. You could put me on an elite list, honey.
That's what I'm saying. My application is in for CEO of BPL, and I would appreciate if you all would vote for me on my GoFundMe page.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Put me on the elite list, please. Let me rack up a $20,000 plus bill that I don't have to pay off. And
pay me $25,000 a month.
That's what I was saying.
$6,000 in housing allowance. I mean, I've heard it all before.
I need to go to Miami too.
Yeah.
But I was reading a post from a very reputable person on Facebook and basically says that Power Secure was the one that negotiated the deal with the CEO of BPL.
Wow.
And at the end of the day, in the contract, BPL had to honor the negotiations and the deals that Power Secure, which is a U.S. company, had put together on behalf of BPL. So they adopted this bill, but Bahamians, of course, the Bahamian executives did not have, have a hand in that because they were directly working with BPL and not Power Secure. That's my understanding.
That's fine. I still want to be on that special list, okay?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we have a really good show for you today.
Yes, we do. But we're going to take a quick break. So after this, We will see you on the other side because we have two amazing guests in-house and a special performance a little later on in the show. So don't you go anywhere. You are watching season 3 of The Stew. Continuing our conversation on hurricanes, we want to now place some emphasis on the amazing hurricane recovery efforts that are taking place right here in our own backyard. New Providence Community Church has recently taken on evacuees more or less from the southern islands right here in the Bahamas. And we want to take this opportunity to speak with pastor of New Providence Community Church, Matthew Sweeting, so that he can tell us all about the efforts over there. Welcome, Matthew.
Hi, ladies. Nice to meet you.
Bring it in.
How you doing? You're going to get another hug today.
We're huggers around here. So, Matthew, and yes, he told us that it was okay that we can call him that. Tell us about the efforts that have been going on at the New Providence Community Church, because I understand it has gone from an effort that began with just initially an effort of 3 days into now 7 and beyond.
Yeah, every hurricane is different, but with Hurricane Irma, we typically have a 3-day cycle for most hurricanes because we are hosting people from New Providence. But when we got the call from NEMA to actually host people from the Southern Islands, we went from 3 to 7 and then ultimately 10 days.
Wow.
And so this was a game changer for us because we've been doing this for about 10 years as a shelter, but we had a steep learning curve and it's really something just to kind of learn really real time.
Right.
And it's been an amazing opportunity for us. I think we are more prepared for future storms to come.
And this is the first time you've had evacuees at the center for this length of time. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I think, I don't remember in my lifetime, I've been asking a lot of people, including our parents, has this ever happened before in the Bahamas where evacuees have had to come? And so we just had to kind of get ready. Typically, we open our shelter 1 day before the storm. Everyone comes in the night before. Right. But this time it was 3 days before Hurricane Irma came. And so by day 1, we had to hit the go button. So there's an initial sense of disorientation for everyone because everyone's afraid, everyone's anxious. And we do things to try to help people with their mood. We bring in DJs. We play music throughout the storm. We put movies on the big screen so people can actually be entertained.
Tell us about the Willy Wonka room. I heard about this.
Yeah. I keep hearing about the Willy Wonka room. I'm actually not, I'm not sure. I think that's a rumor.
Oh,
it's probably an urban legend.
Of course,
so
I would give the rumor.
I just want to actually deal with that myth right now. But we do actually have rooms where we do PlayStation, Xbox for the kids. And we try to entertain them relative to their interests. We even asked the guys from the Defense Force, because the agencies have to sleep in the building with us. They're like, what do you guys want to watch? And right away, they're like, we want to watch HBO. I'm like,
oh, wow.
So we spoil our evacuees and we spoil our agencies as well. Yeah. But you go from shock to, usually by the second or third day, they're starting to settle in. And whatever they ask for, just give it to them. Don't argue. Right. They can stay up as late as they want. If they want to watch TV to the wee hours of the morning, we're not there to micromanage their lives. Yeah. And you know, we had mothers, we ended up having almost 80 children in the building. And so mothers were nervous about their kids initially, but we reached out to the public, asked for formula, asked for Pampers, pack and plays. The elderly people got wheelchairs. And so anything they asked for that they couldn't bring with them, once you could give that to them, the tone would change.
Right. So just to wrap up really quickly, tell us about this corporate support or any support that you had. What was the reception like when it came to, you know, NPCC will be a place for these Southern Islanders to go to?
I think that was the biggest surprise of all. Like I mentioned earlier, we prepare for every storm in the last 10 years for 3 days. There's a 3-day cycle. Get in the building, wait out the storm, and wait until the government says it's an all clear. But by day 3, we ran out of food. And we were running out of everything. And so even though we partnered with NEMA, the Red Cross, Head Knowles, you name it, Hands for Hunger is in the building with us. We had all this food stocked up to give away. But by day 3, because we were running low, we started putting the news out on social media. And what really surprised us is that people in this country just want to give.
Yeah.
You know, I keep finding good people everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, and I know everyone gets very cynical about our country because there's a lot of need out there, but I find if you can just convince people that what they give is going to be used for what you asked for,
Yes.
you can flip that situation in a very real way.
Yeah.
And we ended up, I would say, partnering when the dust settled with almost 50 agencies around New Providence. You
Well,
know.
they say that in a crisis, that's the one thing that brings everyone
people
together,
really do
really.
come together.
Well, you're either going to get much better or it's going to get much worse.
Yeah.
And I think you have to lead by example.
Yes.
So our staff sleeps in the building with everybody.
Okay.
Great.
And it
So
just goes from there.
thank you so much for
Yes.
coming on the show. We are extremely grateful. Hurricane Irma, like you said, has been a sensation over the last couple of weeks. So we thank you, and we thank NPCC for really doing its part.
Great to be here with y'all. Thanks for what you guys
So
are
we
doing as
will
well.
be
So,
right back after this.
Cheers.
Welcome back to The Stew. Up next, we have an amazing guest in studio for you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Naji Dunn.
Come on out. Come on out. Yeah.
Hey. Welcome, welcome. And you've got this Georgie bundle.
Yes, a
They
goodie
come bearing
bag.
gifts.
Oh, nice, nice.
All right.
But we can get to that later.
Yeah,
First, we want to talk about you, Mr. Naji Dunn, and how you are doing big things, amazing things. You've got the hottest song that's on radio right now. It's called Murder.
Right.
But for anyone that doesn't know, that might hear that title and think, okay, why is he singing a song about murder? Let's explain to our guest what the true message and meaning is behind it.
It's actually funny you said that because I post on Facebook, please request my new song Murder, and someone right underneath it, they was like, isn't enough of that going on already?
Yeah.
So whatever. But the song basically is talking about speaking up against violence, and it's also a part of a bigger thing that we do called Ease Up. It's an Ease Up campaign, and just basically telling you, listen, y'all just ease up, y'all take your time, and let's spread love, let's spread peace. Instead of being so frustrated all the time, and instead of being so angry with your neighbor or your friend or anybody that you encounter, people that you encounter, and we're just trying to bring the love back.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about you as an artist.
Right.
You've been in the game for a while.
Since you were 9 years
From I was
old?
9 years old.
So tell us about that process and what got you here today.
Well, a lot of people don't know when I was born. I was born on the 6th month, and my esophagus wasn't connected. So like I couldn't breathe, and I had like 11 surgeries when I was a kid. And I would always hear my mother tell me that, you know, God has a bigger plan for you. You're here for a reason and stuff like that. And then I always wanted to do music. So when I started doing music, I thought to myself, I said, listen, I could rap, you know, like I really could rap. And I think I want to do this for real. And then another thought came to me, like, if I do this, I got to do this for God, because at the end of the day, it's Him who gave me the second chance.
Absolutely.
And then on top of that, it's like, I'm using the same thing that they said I would never have. They said I would never have a voice. They said I would never be able to perform on stages and for long periods of time and stuff like that. And I'm on stages long periods of time. I'm rapping and I'm doing what I gotta do. So it's like, you know what? I can't never forget where I've came from.
Tell me, how do you find a balance in between authenticity and your originality?
My music too, it comes from a real place. Like, I like to speak on things that I've been through. Like, the things that I've seen. I don't believe in telling someone else's story.
Indeed.
I like to tell my story. Like, 'cause life happens every day. you have a story, she has a story, she has a story.
Yeah.
I believe that everybody could use their story to uplift somebody.
Indeed.
And so that's what I try to do. I always try to put that in my music, and when I put that in my music, it becomes relatable to the younger generation, or my generation, or the generation before me.
And
tell me about After the Storm.
Okay.
Yes, let's talk about After the Storm.
Because, you know, we having so many storms right now. We want to think after this is all done.
Oh, man.
But it's such a beautiful song.
Yes, it
oh, my
is.
goodness.
Congratulations
how did the
on
collaboration
that.
take place? Yes.
Okay, we know we had Hurricane Matthew. And I just was speaking to someone with it. Like, it's crazy because we lyrically blessed. He had damages done to his house.
Wow.
So I'm like, yo, I mean, I don't have, my house don't have no electricity, but my mom's got generator.
Yeah.
So let's go. So I'm like, oh, two of us go in. Right. So he brought his wife and his 2 kids, and all of us went to my mother's house. Oh. When we got there, they had generator. We just chilling and stuff like that. And I think it was like the morning after the storm. We were in the kitchen, and he was making tea, and he just keep on humming. We'll be stronger, we'll be better after the storm. And I said, yo, that's nice, or whatever. And me and him was talking. So if anybody know my daddy will not let things slide. Like, you only can say this nice and this sound good and not do it. So he bust up in the kitchen like, hey, what's that? What's that? What's that? But I said, that's a little something. Oh no, y'all gotta record that. Oh, I'm like, yo, like people currently, like Matthew really taking a lot out of us right now. Right? So he said, I don't care. We have generator. Y'all can come record it right here and make it happen and this and that. So we called Zoltan. When we called Zoltan Johnson, Zoltan was like, yeah, my place down too. I ain't even home. Like, my place get hit hard. We out by the wife's parents. So I said, yo, just bring everything. Just bring everything.
Right.
And we was in the TV room recording the song.
Oh, good stuff. You know what? I absolutely love that story because it shows how we're able to turn sometimes a little bit of a negative experience into something incredibly amazing and positive. It's a journey and stories to tell. But you know what? We've got to go to a break. And when we come back, guess what? We will have the opportunity to see this fabulous young man perform this hot song that everybody is singing right now, Murder. So don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back with this too after this. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Najee Dunn.
Yeah. It's a lot of violence going on. It's a lot of things going on, but the message still stands, you know? You gotta ease up. That's what it is. It's all about ease up. Yeah, I say, just ease up. Let go. Yeah. Yeah. Every time I look around, all I see is murder. Men dead, mothers crying at funeral service. All these bodies dropping, starting to make me nervous. Man, gotta be careful cause these demons lurking. Yeah, you can lose your life to the street life. I done seen homies lose their life at the street light. From Iraq to Chirac to where we living at. Why they take a life away if they can't give it back? When it's white on black murder, they hold a picking signs. If it's black on black murder, he getting out of lines. Look, there's something I never understand. Rest in peace, Trayvon Martin and Sandra Bland. But what about the ones we ain't marched for? Bullets hit his body, left him dead on the park floor. Yeah, man, I'm just praying that you learn life. All I see is blood rolling down the turnpike. Murderer, I say you murderer. I say you murderer. Look, from Iraq to Chirac to where we living at. Murderer. Come on, murderer. Yeah, murderer. Yeah, from Iraq, yeah, used to see my friends in the streets. I see them on t-shirts. Didn't understand in the streets they could get hurt. Walk around with a face mug all hard. Tell them boys lay them down in the concrete garden. Over silly stuff, all these wars be starting. Fatherless sons growing up, heart's hard, man. Gotta show them love. That's where it all starts, where they won't let a pastor. They'll let God in. AK, Ruger, Llama, Burner. Hit you with guns, man. You ain't never heard her. Don't step in out their face, you could get murdered. Bad boy not care, cause him got no concern for innocent people. Wrong place standing by. Just walk in the store, dog. You can catch a drive-by. Dudes stay smoking on the block, getting high. Young man so lost and they making they mama cry. Gangster for life, yeah, that's all I am say. In and out of jail, dog, that won't even set them straight. Need to come together as a nation and start to pray. Christ save us so we can show them the way. Murderer, I'm saying murderer, murderer. Look, from Iraq to Chirac to where we living at. Murderer, I'm saying murderer. Yeah, I'm saying murderer. Look, from Iraq to Chirac to where we living at. So where we living at. Yo, where we living at? Yeah, where we living at? From Iraq to Chirac to where we living at. Just ease up, murderer. Just ease up, say murderer. Look, from Iraq to Chirac to where we living at. Murderer. Just ease up, murderer. Yeah, murderer. Look, from Iraq to Chirac to where we living at. Yeah, where we living at. Yeah, to where we living at. Look, to where we living at. Iraq to Chirac to where we living at. Ease up.
Okay, walk on. Yeah. Najee,
awesome.
that was incredible.
Yes.
Thank you so much to Najee Dunn. Amazing performance. And thank you as well to Matthew Sweeting from NPCC. Yep. This is The Stew season premiere. We can't wait to see you again in our next episode. And thank you, Fern, for being here.
It's a pleasure.
We'll see you next time.
Yes, bye-bye.